Well, I just got back from a meeting where I was asking someone if they'd be interested in doing a doc, and they were. So it was essentially just like a pre-screening to get just like all sorts of different logistics and questions and letting them know what the doc would entail. So it was really good because we were able to get all sorts of things figured out, and they were really interested in it, which is really, really great. You would love to hear that. And then also, well, I got a bunch of notes that I was able to get so that way when it comes to shooting, we're even more prepared. I feel like oftentimes it's so hard to just get a subject, and the fact that I just presented the subject I got today with this idea and they were all for it just makes me feel so great. I mean, I've done some work with them in the past, but after doing that work, I was like, man, there's really story here, and I think that we can tell it. And when I presented them today with the idea of doing this doc, they were timid at first. They weren't really sure about it, but at the end of the meeting, we were there for like 2 hours or so, just going through things, which is good because that means that they were invested as well. It's just so cool to be able to be a part of that and help them tell their story. So I'm excited. There's another guy that I'm going to be working on it with who I've worked with in the past for the subject, and it's just going to be really great. I'm going to see if I can get some other people to help out too. But yeah, I mean, I'm just super excited that this is all coming together, and it's going to be great. I can tell you that. So yeah, I mean, I've got that going on. I just had that this weekend, and next week I'm going to be meeting with someone else to kind of discover on how to like pitch something like this to different brands to be able to actually market it and make money. But yeah, I mean, it was good to talk to the people that I was meeting up with, just how they were doing and learn some more things from them about how to just go about conducting business and whatnot. And that's kind of pretty important for us to do, especially starting out and whatnot, or just like starting new ventures, just getting some guidance on how to better do things to be able to serve clients, or on how to have a better image for your business. Yeah, and what you see here is a call that I actually got from a client who was interested in having me help out with a shoot that they had at the end of March, and it seems like a really cool opportunity, so I told him that I would be down for it. The pay's pretty good, and that's just how freelance is sometimes, is you don't really have anything planned out, but then things pop up like this thing, like this call, for example. And being on this call was really helpful because it was something that I could do. I've done it many times before, and just being on the call with them helped me figure out what they needed and how I could help them achieve what they were looking to get, which is very important, and being very personal to then, give advice on how we could make things better, or kind of trying to figure out what would be some pinch points in the future that we could then kind of try and figure out now to then iron out, so that way when the day comes to shoot, it's not, last minute, or it's not a problem. It's something that's been thought out beforehand, which is always nice. And I think the client really enjoyed that and appreciated that aspect. So starting in February, I'm actually going to be shooting that doc, getting some of the clips that are necessary for it, and figuring out the story. Hoping to do quite a bit with it, but it's still a progress, and I'm not sure how things will line up exactly. I'm really hoping that I can get the press pass to be able to go and shoot for this guy, for this doc. If we can't, that's all right. There'll be more things in the future that we can really capitalize on more locally too. They'll be just as good for the story, because it doesn't have to be all flashy stuff. But if that stuff does happen, I'll let you guys know. I'll show it here on the channel, and it'll be a really cool experience. So I'm happy to take you guys along and show you just kind of what I'm doing month by month, I guess. That's kind of like my goal for this at the current moment, at least. The first one is just kind of starting out and showing what I wanted this to be about. And now I think monthly is a good timeline to just release these. In the future, it might be more frequent than that, depending on what sort of things I have going on. But for now, it seems like a pretty steady pace of me being able to like show you guys what I'm working on and how I'm going about it. And getting advice or, helping you guys out. So appreciate you guys watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.